Hi everyone, today I'll be showing my and hopefully your journey through sustainable fashion. But before we begin, a quick intro. Ever since I was young, I've always had a passion for helping others, whether that be actual people or helping the environment. And for the longest time, I thought that meant I wanted to be a cop, but that didn't really turn out that well. So I ended up going into the environment and wanting to help stop climate change because I think it's one of the biggest problems that face our world right now, and not enough is being done to actually stop it. In other words, what I'm saying is I've always had a deep-seated love for the environment and helping others. But there is one thing I've never really had a passion for, and that's fashion. I've always had this habit to always hoard the clothes I've already had, even if they're worn down and have holes in them, and I've never really been into buying my own clothes. And that's nothing against fashion itself. When I was younger, I didn't really care. I just liked the clothes I had and wanted to keep them. But in recent years, something has changed in me. I've started collecting a lot more shoes and buying a lot more jackets and clothes, just wanting to look good for myself. But then I looked into the fashion industry itself and learned about fast fashion, which is something I want to explore in more detail in another video, but for now, just know it isn't great. There's many problems that dwell within fast fashion, and I encourage you to go Google it for yourself. And one other big problem that fast fashion causes is how it damages the environment severely. As you can imagine, this made me stop buying new clothes immediately. But then it made me realize something more about myself. I try my best to always fight for the environment and try to help it as much as I can. But I never even knew this part of fashion until recently. Even now, I still don't know that much about it. I've read a few articles and watched a few videos, but for the most part, I'm not an expert on fast fashion and how damaging it actually is. And that's why I'm trying my best to educate myself on how to tackle this problem. And that's when I realized there's a really good chance that many other people don't actually know much about fast fashion either and how damaging it is. So that's when I got the idea to make this mini series, vlog, journey, I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, we'll see. I'll be trying my best to get better at slow fashion and sustainable fashion, and hopefully you can join me along the way and you can get better at it too. And maybe you can show me tips if you know something or not. I'm just trying to make this series to allow me and others to become a support system so we can become better at it and hopefully reduce the effects of fast fashion as much as possible. If you are interested in this topic, I do recommend that you go check out other YouTubers who know a lot more about this than I do. I'll leave a few links down below so you can go check them out. Moreover, I do wish to go through a few things before we begin. First of all, when I'll be going through my journey on sustainable fashion, it'll be focused a lot more on the sustainable part than the fashion part. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of fashion. I do dwell on it a bit and I do try to find my own style, and I'll be trying to focus on that a little bit more on this channel, like seeing ways to still be fashionable even when you're trying to be sustainable. But for the most part, it is going to be about sustainability and how to reduce the waste you make. Secondly, I am black, so I'll be trying my best to focus on black fashion or Afro fashion in this channel. I'll be going a lot more general, however there'll be a bigger focus on this when I try to be a fashion icon, if you will. Thirdly, in the same way I'm not sure where this sustainable journey is going to take me, I'm still not sure what this series is going to be either. What I mean by that is I'm not sure if it's going to be a vlog or just a normal video. I do know it's going to be a series. I'm trying to make at least one video a week on this subject. However, I'm not sure what style it's going to take, and it may change throughout the months or years. We'll just have to see how it goes. But yeah, for the most part, what you need to remember is I'm going to be focusing on sustainable fashion and my journey through it, on how to become better at it and hopefully educate others on how to be better at it too. So if you're interested, subscribe, leave a like and a comment on any tips and tricks you have for me, and I'll see you next week. Alright, bye.